Start winning at the races with Daily Racing Form's new Mobile Pass performances, featuring exclusive buyer speed figures and expert analysis and selections. Go to drf.com/best and get the power of DRF in the palm of your hand.
Well, hi, everyone. Saturday is Kentucky Derby Day at Churchill Downs, and Saturday at Del Mar, a relatively undistinguished group of fillies and mares going a mile and 1/8 in the Grade 2 John C. Mabee Stakes. It's a Grade 2 really in name only. And I'm not knocking the field. It's a good allowance caliber field, but none of the 8 starters in the John C. Mabee have ever won a graded stakes race against older. 5 of the 8 starters are actually eligible to the second allowance condition. And the sharpest grass filly running Saturday, probably in race number 2, Tana Hutu, runner-up last time out in a Grade 2, but she's taking advantage of that second allowance condition. Tana Hutu will be very tough to beat in race number 2. We're talking about race number 10. It is the feature race, $150,000 John C. Mabee. And boy, this field does not compare to even the last 2 years when it was won by Basilica. And you can go back in time when it was called the Ramona Stakes, Ramona Handicap, flawlessly. Hall of Fame grass filly trained by Charlie Whittingham won the Ramona/Mabee 3 consecutive years from 92 to 94. But what we're left with is a field of 8. And while the significance might be minimal, it's certainly not for us horse players because there might be a chance to take a shot at a price. Let's go ahead and take a look at the field of 8. The morning line favorite down on the bottom is number 8, Raymundo's Secret. One of the reasons why she's the morning line favorite is because her form is outstanding. She came off a long layoff to win a 2 other than last time out with a 23.34 final quarter mile. And when you look through this field, once you crack open the past performances and start analyzing this race, you will soon discover that there is not an ounce of speed in the Mabee other than Raymundo's Secret. And if she can go a mile and 1/8, she might be long gone. The way she finished last time going a mile suggests that she might be very tough to catch because she has tactical speed, could fall into the lead, and she can finish. At least she can finish going a mile. Let's go ahead and talk a little bit about some of the other contenders, including the filly that I picked on top, and her name is Pulpit Rider. Number 4, Pulpit Rider. She actually was not expected to run in the Mabee. She won the Solana Beach Stakes 3 weeks ago, and that was going to be it for summer. That was her second start of the summer, and trainer Mike Pipey, let's take a look at Pulpit Rider on the far outside with the green cap, and she's under a drive in a 5-horse field, longest shot in the field at odds of 11-1. One thing about Pulpit Rider, she knows where the wire is. 6 wins from 24 starts, and she smoked home on the outside to win going away. If she can reproduce that effort on Saturday in the Mabee, I don't see why she can't win. She's listed as at 5-1. And you talk about a Del Mar horse for course. Pulpit Rider in 2017 was 13-1 when she won a maiden dirt sprint. The following summer, she was 11-1 when she won a 1 other than grass allowance. And then last time out, 11-1. So Pulpit Rider has a history of outrunning her price. She's 5-1 on the morning line in the Mabee. Is she good enough? Who knows who in this field really is. I picked her on top with very little conviction. She was not going to run in the Mabee until the racing secretary called trainer Mike Pipey and said, look, the Mabee's coming up light. You might want to think about running Pulpit Rider back. She worked well last weekend. She's back making her 3rd start of the summer. Pipey recognizes the challenge of jamming 3 starts into a summer meet. But the summer meet this season is a little bit longer than it has been in years past, an 8-week meet as opposed to typically a 7-week meet. And if Pulpit Rider can maintain her form one more race, well, she might be able to post a mild upset at 5-1. Again, I have very little conviction. Okay, let's talk a little bit about the morning line favorite, Raymundo's Secret. She actually had been off for a long time, from October until August 14th, when she came back in a 2 other than allowance. She was hammered to odds-on favoritism. And when we roll the tape of this race, you're going to see a front runner buried inside. That's Raymundo's Secret down on the inside in 4th. Nowhere to go, nowhere to go. She finally switches out under Flavian Pratt, and she bursts home to win by a neck with a 23.34 final quarter mile. This is a good, impressive win by a good filly who faces a field in the Mabee that is otherwise void of speed. I'll be surprised if Raimundo's Secret is not on the lead. She should make the lead. She's going to be coasting along, probably unchallenged. And if she can deliver that same closing kick from the forward position that she did from behind last time out, she could be long gone. But after this video is over, do yourself a favor and go back and take a look at the entire race. That was the two other than won by Raimundo's Secret, and watch the fourth place finisher Z-Drop. Raimundo's Secret is trained by Phil D'Amato, so is Z-Drop, and Z-Drop from the half mile to the wire, she was 4 wide. She got caught in no man's land. She lost ground every step of the way. She finished well on the outside, and since then, Z-Drop, number 5 Z-Drop, listed at 6-1, she has trained enthusiastically according to D'Amato. D'Amato likes both his fillies. Of course, every trainer likes their horses, but he emphasized how well Z-Drop has trained since that race. And in fact, in my opinion, she ran just as well as Raimundo's Secret. Maybe Z-Drop is the upset candidate, or maybe there is a 15-1 bomber that we might want to take a look at. Now, I wagered last time out on Catch the Eye. She was 44-1 in the CTT TOC going 1 mile and 3/8, and she missed by less than a length. She outran her odds, didn't do me any good, but it was a good solid try by a filly who can run all day. Whereas Raimundo's Secret, Z-Drop, Pulpit Rider, none of those fillies are proven beyond 1 mile. When you talk about Catch the Eye, she certainly can go 1 mile and 1/8. In fact, when we roll the tape of her allowance win 3 starts back, you'll see what I mean. That's Catch the Eye on the far outside under Aaron Grider going 1 mile and 1/8 in a first level allowance. This filly wants to run far. The farther, the better for Catch the Eye. And she scored a decisive win. This is at Santa Anita, 3 starts back. Since that race, she came back and she ran against the boys in a prep for the CTT TOC. She just ran around the track. And then last time out, she ran well again, missing by less than a length. Now, Catch the Eye is listed at 15-1 on the morning line. I don't think she'll be quite that high, but she should be double-digit odds. We know she can go the distance. We know she can finish. And if you're looking for a crazy horse in a crazy race that's not really that strong, maybe number 1 Catch the Eye is worth a shot in the John C. Mabee. It's race number 10 on Saturday at Del Mar. For any of the other 7 fillies to win, they're going to have to catch the potential lone frontrunner. That's Raimundo's Secret. Race 10, Saturday at Del Mar.